Hi, I'm Noel D'Allacco, host of Live with Noel here on LMC-TV, and I have an exciting show planned for us today. So stay tuned and let's have some fun. If you're not already in some comfy clothes, I'm going to give you a few seconds to go get changed. Today we are doing yoga and talking about health, fitness, and wellness with Merrill Black, the owner of the Temperance Center in Eastchester. Hi, Merrill.
Hi, Noel. Nice to see you.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for asking us to be here.
Now, I've been to the Temperance Center many times. Why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about the center?
Okay, sure. So, we are a healing center, and so we offer an array of services there, all the way from massage, cranial sacral, Reiki, psychotherapy, hypnosis, guided meditation, yoga, reflexology, baby massage workshops, acupuncture. We have a lot of different services there. And we're growing. We're still adding people to the staff, so it's really exciting.
That's fantastic. And Stephanie is my co-host here today. And Stephanie, if you just want to, if we can introduce the instructors at the Temperance Center.
I'm Joanne Salamoni. I'm one of the instructors at the Temperance Center.
Okay. And we have our student. Rochelle, you can say hi, Rochelle.
Rochelle Campos. I'm a student at City College.
Great. And then I'll go this way. And
Hi, I'm Elida. Excuse me, I'm a student at the College of Westchester.
welcome.
Hi, I'm Raina Gonzalez. I'm one of the teachers at the Temperance Center.
Hi, I'm Joan Thompson. I'm the massage therapist at the center, and I also provide cranial sacral therapy and Reiki.
That's fantastic. So this is really an assortment of a lot of different services. And I've come for yoga before. I'm a big yoga fan. Are you a big yoga fan?
I love it. I don't get to do it as often as I would like, so I'm excited to see what we have here today.
Yeah, busy schedule. So, but we're gonna make time. We're gonna make time. And I've also come to Merrill for Reiki. So for anybody watching who doesn't know what Reiki is, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. So Reiki is a very gentle, hands-on energy work, and you don't have to place your hands. But most people are comfortable with that. But it's not like massage where you're actually doing massage. It's just gentle placement on the energy centers in our body. We have 7 major ones, and so what Reiki does is it balances out your body system. So it balances out your energy body with your physical body with your spiritual body, and so each session is very different depending on what you're going to do that day.
Yeah.
So it's exciting because it's always changing.
And I've felt great every time after Reiki. You know, busy schedule, stress, always having 1,000,001 things going on. Every time I left, I always felt so much better and very positive too. So we're going to take a quick break. Hopefully you have your comfy clothes on. And when we come back, we're going to do some yoga.
Welcome back to LMC-TV's Live with Noel. We're ready to start our yoga session here. Noel is in position on her mat, along with the other students from the Temperance Center.
Okay, start to deepen your breath. Allow your eyes to open. Then relax your arms down by your side. Now imagine there's a string at the top of your head and you're lifting up through the crown of the head, getting nice and tall. That's it. Now turn your palms up, and as you inhale, take the arms up overhead, lengthening the sides of your body. That's it. On the exhale, bring the hands straight down in front of the heart. That's it. We're going to make a big circle. Inhale, sweep it down, out to the sides and up. On the exhale, hands down to the heart. 2 more times. Breathing in and breathing out. 1 more, breathing in and breathing out. Just pause here, each time connecting back with your body. And then find your way onto your hands and knees into the table pose. With your knees under your hips and your hands under your shoulders, take a moment to just sweep your hips from side to side. Loosen up your hips. That's it. Good. Then come back to center and very carefully slide your right leg back behind you. So the toes are down on the mat. You're sliding it back, just stretching out that leg. Tuck your toes under. Tuck your toes under. Tuck toes up. Good. And then try the other side. Switch the leg, stretch one leg back. Beautiful. Connecting with your breath. On your exhale, bend that knee again. We're going to move on into cat and cow poses. So on your inhale, you're going to curl your tailbone up. That's it, Joanne. And then release the spine down. Look forward. On the exhale, you're going to round your back like a Halloween cat. Good. On the inhale, your tailbone comes up, spine down, shoulders back. Look forward. On the exhale, tuck the tailbone under. Pull the belly in and round your back like that cat. Good. Take a few more rounds like that. Moving with your breath. Good. One more. Good. Now the next time you round your back like that Halloween cat, look back at your toes. Put your big toes together and separate your knees wide apart. And now sit all the way back to your heels. Point your toes back. Point your toes back and all the way back. Let your head relax down onto the mat. Let your elbows come down. This is the extended child. Notice how it feels on your lower back. Good. You're going to walk your hands over towards your right thigh. So your chest is going to come over your right thigh. So start to walk the hands over. Careful with your neighbor. Walk over to the right. Walk your hands over to the right. Yes, and stretch your arms out as far as they'll go. Feel the stretch on the left side of your body and breathe deeply into that space. Good. Now walk back to center. Pause in the center. Pause in the center. Feel the difference between the left and right side. And then walk it over to the other side.
Meryl Black, the founder and owner of the
Breathe
Temperance
deeply
Center,
into the right
is going to
side.
share some of the other services that are offered at the center in addition to yoga.
Good. Now walk it back to center.
So as we spoke about previously, in addition to the yoga
Take a
classes,
deep
we
breath
also have
Open your mouth
guided
and just sigh
meditation
it out.
classes. It's actually a guided channeling meditation group.
Now inhale,
Happens
come
every
back up into
other
table pose.
Monday and Friday evenings, and then every
Back onto
other
your hands and
Wednesday in the
knees.
day.
We're going to move on into
And
some
we
lunges.
also
Just very carefully inhale
we
the right
also
leg up behind
provide
you, and on
individual
your exhale, step
services.
that foot
So
forward between your
Joan
hands. That's
Thompson,
it.
I'm
Thank
going
you,
to
Joan.
hand it over to her in a minute where she can explain herself for the
And now
services
you're
she
gonna rock
offers.
back and
But
forth.
I offer
Start to
psychotherapy
rock back and forth.
and
You can lift
Reiki
the front
and
heel.
hypnosis
Yes.
in the
So
sessions.
keep the hands forward. It's just the hips going
And
back
we also
and
have an
forth.
acupuncturist on staff, and we also
One
have a
more time.
reflexologist, and we also offer
Now stay
baby massage
forward.
workshops
Tuck your back
for
toes
the moms
under
to
and
teach
lift
their
that back knee
infants when they're
Yes, that's it.
very, very young, and
Good.
help them
Like
get
you're
through
running
that
in a
time.
race.
Ah.
The hips are
And
nice
those
and
are some of the
low.
services we
Runner's
offer,
lunge.
and then
Yes,
Joan
beautiful.
will hand over to
Beautiful. Now
also
very slowly, one
provides
at a
cranial
time.
sacral,
Joanne, come on
massage,
up.
and Reiki as well.
Upright lunge, arms up over the
So,
ear. Yes,
Joanne,
yes,
I'm
yes.
a licensed
That's
massage
good.
therapist.
And go ahead, follow.
And
Follow.
in addition to that, the craniosacral therapy is another kind of body work, but it's very light touch, energetic work. Its focus is the head and the spinal column, but it really affects the entire body. It works with the craniosacral rhythm, which shows to the therapist where restrictions are in the body, and that's where the work would focus. It's great for calming the nervous system, and when your nervous system is working optimally, it's helpful for the entire body. So that's a nutshell version of craniosacral.
So the Temperance Center really addresses living a healthy lifestyle and changing your energy, your mindset, and empowering yourself through yoga and other meditation activities.
Now inhale, come back up into that table pose. Pausing here. We're going to do the left side. Carefully inhale the left leg up behind you, and on the exhale. Good work, Joanne. Step the foot forward between the hands. Good. Good. And now rock back and forth. Release the hips. Noticing where you feel the stretch in the work. Just rocking back and forth as deeply as you want to. Good. Then the next time, press forward. Come up onto those fingertips, bend that front knee over the ankle, tuck your back toes under, and lift that knee up into the runner's lunge. That's it. Getting ready for your race. Beautiful. And then once again, one at a time. Joanna, if you'll go up. Yes. Next, come on up. Beautiful. Keep the front knee bent. Front knee bent. Beautiful. So once again, feel that energy coming from the hips all the way up the sides of the body, all the way up through the fingertips. Breathe deeply into that side body. Beautiful. As you exhale, let the hips drop a little bit deeper into the pose. Beautiful. Deep breath here. On the exhale, fold to the floor, hands to the floor, and step back to that plank pose. Beautiful. Feel your strength here. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale. Bring the knees back down to the floor and sit back into that child's pose. Pausing in between. Sit all the way back to the heels. Let the head go. Take a deep breath here. Open the mouth and sigh it out. Just let it go. Good. Then inhale, come up into your table pose. We're going to get ready to do the famous downward facing dog pose, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. So walk your hands about a half a hand's length forward, like Joanna's doing. Tuck the back toes under. Take a breath here, and on your exhale, lift your knees up, your hips up, nice and high. So you're forming the letter V with your body. That's it. Good. Play with this down dog. Rock your hips. Pedal your legs. However it feels like your body wants to move right now. And every so often, check in with your breath. Make sure you're breathing. Good. That's it. Now hold still. Notice how close your heels are to the floor. Good. And now lift your heels up nice and high. Come up onto tippy toes. Then on the exhale, press them back down. Good. Inhale, lift the heels up. And exhale, lower down. One more. Inhale up. And exhale, lower. Hold the heels down. We're going to move on into three-legged dog. So you're going to inhale, carefully lift that right leg up behind you. Careful. Sorry. All right, all the way up. Good. On the exhale, bend your knee and step that foot forward between the hands. So you're coming right into that runner's lunge that you did before. Beautiful. Beautiful. Make sure that your knee is over your ankle. So make sure that that bottom foot is sliding forward. Good. And now on your exhale, step back to downward facing dog pose. Now let's try the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg up behind you. Careful. On the exhale, step that foot forward between the hands, right into your runner's lunge. Beautiful. Good, and then on the exhale, step back to downward facing dog pose. One more breath here, and then exhale, lower your knees down and take that child's pose again. Taking your thoughts back into your body. Noticing what part of your body needs a little extra TLC.
So Meryl, we're watching this wonderful yoga instruction, and can you tell us about some of the benefits to the body that yoga provides?
So yoga, obviously, not only does it allow you to become physically fit and more flexible, but not only flexible in your body, but you become more flexible in your mind. So it really does work also on the energy systems, many similar to any of the other energy work that we do, whether it's Reiki or massage or cranial sacral. So it does help to balance the chi, is what we call it, the energy center. So people will feel super relaxed and very much in balance after they leave a yoga class, particularly the ones that we offer at the center, because our emphasis is not so much on exercise or so much on doing, very intense kind of poses. It's really a more therapeutic approach to yoga. So we can get into some more difficult positions like headstand, which is also really great, to help, move the energy, and legs up the wall for like, helping to relax. But it's really more about, really helping to center the person and help them to really focus in their everyday life. So really to do what they do on the mat, to take it off the mat into their everyday existence. So, it really does work with anxiety and depression because it teaches them proper breath. There's a lot of focus and emphasis on that in the classes about making sure you breathe and making sure you're breathing properly and showing different kinds of breath in the yoga. So that also can really help with the person in their everyday life as well.
And when you have students come, how many days a week do you offer classes?
So we do have classes pretty much every day. We have some daytime ones, but we also have evening ones, and we also now just added one on Saturdays. So we're expanding the program as we get more and more teachers.
Thank you.
Now inhale, come forward, all the way forward. On the exhale, just lower your hips down.
Next time I'll put my hair up.
Okay, back into downward facing dog pose.
And it's, I'll just say, it's not as easy as it looks. There's a lot of stretching. This is actually the first time since I had the baby that I've been doing yoga. So I feel it.
Okay. Downward facing dog pose again, and walk your feet forward.
If our viewers want to learn more about the Temperance Center, where can they go?
Soften your knees. And
So we are online. They can just look us up at www.thetemperancecenter.com, and on that is listed not only all the individual services, but I also list every week all the classes and all the events that are going on each week and throughout the month.
Good. We'll do something similar to that lunge, but this time the leg is going to come to the outsides of the hand. So carefully, Jovan, lift the right leg up behind you, very carefully. On your exhale, you're going to step that foot forward to the outside of the right hand. The outside. The outside. Bring it to the outside of the hand. Yeah, that's it. Good. Good. So now you're in the lizard pose. Stretch the crown of the head forward and push into that back heel. Look forward slightly. To the front, yes. Beautiful. Good. Now lower that back knee down. And see if you can bend your elbows and lower the forearms down to the floor. No, Joan? A little bit.
That's good, Joan.
Lower down. Let the head go.
Ah, okay. Level 1. Lizard.
Breathing.
You were mentioning you have healing nights and workshops. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So we are going to be offering, we already had our first healing night
back to
coinciding
downward
with
facing
the equinox of the fall. And so we'll be doing the winter solstice, and we're going to do them 4 times a year for each of the equinoxes and solstices, where we're doing a whole array of different services that night, so that everyone gets a little taste of it. And we also will have like donations, so we donate it to different organizations and charities, so half the proceeds. And we are also, we often have like once a month or so, a yoga kind of workshop for people, focusing on different topics. So last month was Kundalini, and we're going to have like a restorative one, which is much more poses and relaxation. And going forward, we're going to add more and more.
Take a deep breath here. Good. With your next exhale, press yourself back up. Back to downward facing dog pose. And then walk your feet forward towards your hands. And slowly roll up, one vertebra at a time. Beautiful. You're going to keep your right leg forward. You're going to step your left leg back. Yes, good. Warrior 1 pose. You want to square your hips with the top of the mat. So wide stance. Wide stance.
Yeah.
Good.
When we return, we'll speak with Noel. We'll be right back. Welcome back. I hope you were able to take part in our yoga instruction. Noel, how do you feel?
I feel great. This was fantastic. I want to thank Meryl and her team and all of our students that are here today. I feel great. How about you all? Great. Yes. Yeah. All right. Awesome. And you know what? With the new year right around the corner, Meryl, I know, a lot of people make resolutions to get fit. I think this is definitely my New Year's resolution. I have to get back into it. So you'll see me again for sure. I want to thank Stephanie for co-hosting.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks so much for being here today, and thanks for joining us here on Live with Noel on LMC-TV.